Have you ever walked into work and just, felt like the air was heavy, like the vibe is just off, but you just cannot place it? Like you just always feel drained no matter what you do or what you don't do. That's not just in your head, and it's not just workplace stress. It could be witchcraft. Witchcraft in the workplace is not always candles and rituals. It can be envy, manipulation, control, and even intimidation. Some of you have felt it and just brushed it off like it's nothing, it's just normal work stress. You walk into the office with confidence, with joy, with so much peace, and all of a sudden somebody's face somewhere twists because they cannot stand to see you feel or look that way. And instead of just minding their business, they want to dim that glow that you carry. So they start scheming, plotting, and planting seeds of doubt about you to anybody that cares to listen. And you think it's just life. No, that's witchcraft energy. But let me tell you something, witchcraft only works when you give it permission, when you let fear eat at you, when you start doubting yourself, when you stop shining intentionally just because you don't want people to feel a certain way about you. You just want to fit in. But see, here's the problem. We've been conditioned to think that that is just life. Oh, that's just how workplaces are. That is just office politics. But no, some of you are not just dealing with terrible colleagues or bad management. You are dealing with straight up witchcraft, energy attacks, and people silently and regularly working hard to silence you, drain you, and even break you. Gossip is witchcraft. Lies are witchcraft. Manipulation is witchcraft. More than two people just all of a sudden scheming against you and planning and plotting against you is witchcraft. Anytime someone tries to twist the truth, control outcomes, or sabotage your destiny behind closed doors, that's witchcraft. The moment you start doubting yourself, start believing the lies that is being spread about you, or you let fear choke out your confidence, that's when you let witchcraft win. But the moment you stay prayed up, stand tall, grounded, unshaken, that's when the tables turn, because darkness cannot thrive where light persists or refuses to dim. Let's talk about the subtle signs that shows witchcraft is at play in the workplace that we always ignore. The first thing is isolation. When people start, teaming up against you, when they start having meetings without you, when they start, spreading rumors, collective rumors about you at your workplace, that's number one sign of witchcraft at play. Another thing to look out for is, constant fatigue. As soon as you walk into that workplace, you always just, feel that heaviness. You feel like you've lost all the energy you came from home with. You just feel so drained, so tired, so fatigued. You show up to work full of life, but before midday, you're already exhausted. So exhausted to the point that you cannot pinpoint what you did that got you to that level of exhaustion. That's not normal. That's energy spiritually being drained from you. Then the common one is, fake friendship. There's this popular saying that says there's no friendship in the workplace, and it should not be true because some people are lucky to make good friends and lifelong friends at the workplace. But in most workplaces, it's hard for you to find genuine friends. They smile in your face and then they stab you behind your back and say terrible things about you, make up things that you did not even say about you, make up stories that did not even happen about you just because of envy or some kind of evil spirits that they carry in them. So people that drain other people's energies and are always involved in situations that can bring other people down, in most cases don't know that they are possessed, because you can be possessed and not be aware that you're being possessed. But when you're possessed, that's when your body becomes the temple, you become an avenue, you become the reason for other people's downfall, for other people's sadness, for other people's illness, and then just for other people's failure in general. You allow yourself to be a vessel that the devil will use or that evil spirits will use to bring other people down without you even knowing. And people that allow themselves unknowingly to be used by evil spirits or by the devil, The most common ways that this spirit possesses people is because you are very sad with your own life. You allow envy into your life. You allow jealousy into your life. And then these cracks are like the easiest cracks that can allow very bad spirits, demonic spirits, envious spirits to enter you so bad that another person's downfall comes through you. Sometimes these people don't even know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. That's why when you see somebody that constantly instigates people against each other or is always spearheading, oh, let's write a letter, let's do something terrible to this person, let's go and report this person to the boss. In situations like that, you don't get mad at people like that. Instead, you pray for them because you know that they are not doing these things from their right frame of mind. They don't know that they are being used by the devil. And it's easy for evil forces to join hands together compared to good forces. For example, jungle justice. Very easy for two persons to multiply to 40 persons trying to unalive someone because of jungle justice. You always find more people that are ready to provide the stick, the tire, the fire to do that jungle justice and unalive that person compared to how you will find people that are ready to say, let's even hear this person out. If you find 40 people trying to unalive the person, you will probably find maybe just two or three persons trying to say, let us hear this person out. And most of the times, those people that are involved in that jungle justice are being used by the devil. They would have finished doing everything before they would not be thinking that maybe they should have even allowed this person to talk. But then by the time they eventually get to the point of thinking about giving that person a chance, it's too late. They have already allowed the bad spirits to win. So how do you protect your energy? How do you protect yourself from this witchcraft in workplace or in anywhere you find yourself? The first thing is to stay grounded. You need to stay grounded, whether it's prayers, affirmations, meditations, or whatever spiritual practice you believe in. You need to always stay grounded, stay covered, don't lose guard. That's going to help you to be able to decipher between the good spirits and the evil spirits, and also to protect your energy. Another thing that you need to be doing is you need to stop giving everybody access to you. Set boundaries. Not everybody in the workplace is your friend. It's not everybody that smiles in front of you or wants to hug you in the morning that you should allow to hug you, because sometimes these people, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, just drain your energy even by hugging them, by having bodily contact with these people. You also need to trust your intuition. If something feels off, someone feels off, someone's energy feels off, stop trying to hold space and neglect your intuition or how you feel about those people by being you just want to be a good person. You want to see the good out of everybody or out of every situation. Stop trying to shut your inner man up. Whenever you feel something off about someone, most times there's always something off about that person. So you need to know how to deal with people that you feel some kind of energy from. Know how to deal with them so that they don't corrupt your own energy with their own bad energy. Another point is that you need to learn to refuse to shrink. Witchcraft is in this world to make you shrink, to make you feel less of yourself, to make you feel incompetent. The moment you always go against all of those things, you don't shrink, you don't feel like you're not good enough, you don't feel silenced. In fact, you keep shining brighter and brighter. You are really attacking the witchcraft. You're not giving the witchcraft opportunity to ruin your life, to keep you in that same position because of fear. You don't allow fear to dominate your life. That's another way of protecting yourself from witchcraft. So I'm just going to leave with these closing words. Whenever people intentionally do bad things to you, instead of getting mad at them, pray for them. And just always see them as pitiful beings that I don't even know that they are being used as vessels of demonic attacks. Pray for them, pray to God to open their eyes and to help them, because if you see them as normal human beings and then you start getting mad, you start getting bitter, then the witchcraft is winning. The purpose to which the demon is using them as a vessel is being fulfilled, is being manifested. But if you see them as pitiful beings and you pray for them and you pray for God to deliver them, then you go on with your life, and your light will still keep shining brighter and brighter. That's it. Thanks for coming to my TED talk. I'll see you in another video. Stay jiggy.